Hey there, thanks so much for joining us again for another 3-tip bit. Today I'm so excited to have Jonathan Parker join us. Jonathan, I'm going to hand the mic right over to you. Tell us who you are, what you do, and who you do it for.
Awesome. Thanks, Lindsay. Great being with you. My name is Jonathan Parker. I'm the president and CEO of an organization called All Good Things, and I'm also a speaker. But most importantly, I am husband to Jessica and the father to my 3 little boys, Titus, Judah, Zion. And everything I do is for my boys. I am a big advocate for giving them a legacy, being active and intentional and thoughtful in what I do every day. So whether I'm speaking on a stage to 5,000 people, doing a conversation like this, running an organization to make the name of Jesus great, it's all to blaze a trail for my kids to follow and to leave them a legacy.
Love that. And so, Jonathan, you and I have worked together in various community capacities, and you are a wealth of knowledge in so many different areas. So I know it might have been tough for you to only bring 3 words of wisdom, 3 tips of wisdom, but what are those 3 you'd like to share with us today?
Yeah, narrowing down tips of wisdom to think about is difficult for me. Not alliterating them is also very difficult. So I feel like I've grown in this. I only have 3, and they don't all start with the same letter or rhyme at all. Okay, so this is just things that I'm working on. So I think this is really important for anyone when you give tips. If you're not working on them yourself, don't share them with other people, right? Practice what you preach. Do what you tell others to do. So my 3 tips are: be more disciplined, be more present, and be more open. So let me kind of break those down. Be more disciplined. Okay, so we all know what's going on. We're watching the news. Coronavirus is everywhere. People are sick. People are dying. And this is a very difficult time for the world, for our nation, but then for people specifically, right? So you and I are both entrepreneurs. Both of us make our living by speaking or being around gatherings. That's not happening. So what is a tendency for me when I'm working from home, where I'm not normally doing that, or if I'm not on stage or doing gatherings, is it would be easy for me to become less disciplined. Be easy for me to say, well, I'm home, so I'm just going to have some more snacks. Chips would make me feel a lot better. You know what? I'm just going to sleep in 8:30, which that wouldn't happen because the 3 boys would run in. But I'm just going to sleep in, or I'm going to stay up till midnight watching Netflix. I'm going to actually unintentionally become less disciplined. Meaning when we're in a series or a current culture like this, current crisis, we have to be more disciplined. So when I knew my normal life was going to change, I decided to really focus on some things. So created a new workout plan for myself, created a diet plan that I could follow, where I'm doing more fasting. So I've already lost 8 pounds. I'm eating mostly keto, which means I'm avoiding carbs and sugar. Working out, I'm doing that every day except Sunday so that I could rest. I mean, you have to be more disciplined. So first tip, don't allow this situation to dictate how disciplined you're going to be. Because if you are focused on being more disciplined, you will stay at a very good rate, and this will put you in the minority, which means you'll be ahead of the game when this crisis comes to an end. So 1, be more disciplined. 2nd, be more present. Stop thinking about 30 days from now or a year from now. Stop thinking about it, because you don't know. You're not promised that. You don't know if you're going to have 30 days. You have today. And even more specifically, you have this moment. So this is a struggle for me. I'm a visionary, always dreaming of the future. I'm always 5 steps ahead of really where I'm supposed to be. So I'm not a master at this. But if you can be present, meaning if you're in a conversation, be all in. Don't have your email up. Don't have your social media up. Just shut your phone off and just be all in at that moment. If you're with your kids, if you're with your spouse or your significant other, be all in. But most importantly, be all in this moment. Be all in right here. Don't think about what you'll do when business picks back up, or what you'll do when you can go back to the bar for happy hour or take your wife out for a dinner. How can you be present right here? So be present, which is a difficult discipline to have. But if you can remain in the moment, you again will have more calm, more peace, more trust, because you're not worrying and being anxious about something you don't even know is going to happen. So be more present. So be more disciplined, be more present. And then lastly, be more open. And by open, I mean try new things. Allow your fears to bubble to the surface, pick something you're fearful of trying, and go do that. Go do that. Whether that is more posts on social media, more videos. Maybe that's learning a new skill like woodworking or whittling, or maybe you want to start knitting. Maybe you've always wanted to read more books, start a podcast. Be more open to it. Listen, there's no such thing as normal. I've heard so many people say, I can't wait for life to get back to normal, or, life will never be the same. Our normal will never be the same again. Well, normal is all perspective. What was normal for me 2 weeks ago was much different than what was normal for Lindsay. Normal is all about your vantage point on what you prefer and your preferences. So normal was never constant. So don't even worry about getting back to normal. Get back to being better and moving forward and progressing. And you need to be more open to those ideas on what will push you forward. So whatever is holding you back, whatever idea you've been wanting to do, but you never had the time before, do it now. And be more open to it. Be more open to trying, failing, and trying again. Because if we're not open now to trying new things, we won't be in 30 days, because now is the moment. So be disciplined, be present, be open. I'm telling you, if you do those 3 things, you will be in the minority of people maximizing and leveraging this time, even though it is a sad crisis and people are hurt and sick. I understand that. But if you use this time to improve and better yourself and put yourself ahead of the game, you'll be really grateful in how you spent the last 30 days.
I love that. I don't even need to recap because you do such a great job. You can tell you're a professional speaker. You're always going back to your point and reiterating and repeating because, you know, we need that as humans. So I love that. The idea of being more disciplined. Congratulations on losing weight already. That's amazing. If you're listening, be sure to tune in, whether we've already posted it or we're about to post it. Brittany Jones, she's a registered dietitian. And Jonathan, she actually talks about that in a bit more detail regarding mindful eating. So great on that. Being present, absolutely. Oh, who's that?
Be present and ready for interruptions that may come. Hi to Miss Lindsay.
Hi.
Okay, Dad's in a meeting. Can you go wait for me outside? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Can you close the door quietly in the house? Okay. Thank you, pal.
Love it. Right? Be present, right? Be present, be open. This is the world we live in. I love that. Nothing's normal. So good. So Jonathan, how can people find you and your organizations?
That's great. So probably the easiest way to just track with me on life is on Instagram at the Jonathan R. Parker. But obviously those also pull out to Facebook and to LinkedIn. Jonathan R. Parker on LinkedIn, Jonathan R. Parker on Instagram, Jonathan Parker on Facebook. Yes, it's the Jonathan R. Parker because another Jonathan R. Parker is like a neurosurgeon, not me. So you can find me there. And then you can check out at Hymns and Hops, which is one of our gatherings on all of the social media platforms. And then forallgoodthings.org. if you want to connect via website.
Awesome. All right. So you know the drill. We're going to end with this final question, which is, of all the things that make you happy in life, what's one thing that makes you happy that you can share with us?
So one thing that makes me happy, I am just giddy every time this happens, and that's Sunday brunch. So if you follow me on any of these platforms, Sunday brunch is a big deal to our family. We rest on Sunday. We make a big brunch. Typically, Jessica makes like some form of donuts or pastries, which are really great. And we just rest. We hang out with the boys. We always have a nice prayer time together. And then we go to church or watch church online. And then we sit out on our patio. So Sunday brunch and that Sunday rest day is one of the things that makes me the most happy because I connect with my family. I connect with my God. I connect with myself through rest. And it's just really great. So that is what really makes me happy.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for tuning in again to another 3-Tip Bit. Stay tuned for more great conversations to come. Thanks for tuning in.